All right, this is a very grim story, and this tells about this domestic violence victim survivor, Shamarie Williams. All right, so what you read is going to be hard, but I have to do it because this stories have to be told. Unfortunately, 24-year-old Shamarie Williams doesn't know she will to foster an intimate relationship with a man again. Here's why. Now, after Mark Riley, the sperm donor of her 6-year-old son, and the reason why I'm called sperm donor, you want to see why this son of a bitch deserves that title. Attacked her with a machete while she was sleeping sleeping before setting their Pleasant Valley home in Clarendon ablaze last year. The incident has left her disfigured and has shattered her self-confidence. Gone too are interest in men and interest in her, the ill-fated night of June 30 last year. Alright, I don't know if I read about the story, I don't know whatever. Because I think there's some instances that don't make the news or whatever. For now, his focus is on securing meaningful employment so she can gather the piece of her broken life, and even that has proven difficult as employers are torn up by her scars. Caught up into rage, Riley, who had been Williams' lover for 6 years, stormed into the house this year and chopped her repeatedly all over. I'm not going to describe where he chopped her because this is sickening. The heinous act reported court after Riley's friends basically filled his head up saying that, oh, she gave him bun. All right. All right, bunch of them. Which I don't know is true or not. Even if it was true, this he's still a piece of shit for doing this. Believes blood-soaked partner was dead. Riley then locked himself and did the world a favor. All right, and so on. Unfortunately, fortunately, their son was with the grandmother and escaped escape what the mess effery that happened. All right. The sperm donor died in the blaze. Thank God he's in hell with Satan and the other demons. That's the only good thing that's come out of the story. But Williams miraculously woke in critical conditions at the Kingston Public Hospital a day later. This day she claims there's no memory of how she managed to find out. I think probably one of the neighbors probably pulled her out of the fire before she burnt to death. Okay, say quote or basically she blacked out that horrible incident, so she can't really remember, and I can't blame her. All right. All right. So it said that. All right. So. All right. So okay. I think it said it was our neighbors who basically said that she came and rescued her. All right. And that's basically just adding that she had to get several surgeries because the sperm donor messed up so bad that she had to have 6 surgeries so she could eat and breathe. 7 months after accident, she now has her facial scars that are growing more menacing as the keloid tissue stretch across her jaws. She wears a metal brace her head which holds her jaw in place so she can speak, but they cause pain whenever the weather gets cold. Williams said, hoping she would want to save enough to try plastic surgery. For now, however, she looks at herself in the mirror, mirrorless. All right, and it is so sad. And yeah, she's basically saying why, if there was any, if that there are violent incidents that led up to, because there's just no, and she's basically saying that she did had no idea that this guy was a monster, which may or may not be true. Usually, there are signs that you have a very violent partner, but sometimes I guess there's some anomalies where some people can have the guise of an angel but are demons deep down, wolves in sheep clothing, so to speak. All right, all right. And the message say Williams said she has nowhere to go as her O'Reilly was her only source of income at the time. Which I'm wondering where are parents or family members. I'm just wondering. I don't know because I think what I noticed begin before I finish the sixth story. Yeah, she said that she's 24 years old and her son is 6, so she was with this monster when she was 18. All right. So that means that basically and I went to bet that the sperm donor was much older than her. So it means that she probably was a kept girl, female. That she obviously he was a breadwinner of the family, and I think it's a case where he felt like he had ownership of her. Which I'm guessing that there are some signs that this guy was a monster. Maybe he was just controlling or whatever, and she probably shrugged it off and so on. So this just basically means that this was yeah, that there's just more to the story than so. But I just wonder where her family is though. Like I'm wondering where her if I'm guessing probably she and her family had fallen out. Maybe they said didn't like the relationship, and she said, "No, I'm gonna stick with this guy." Maybe they warned her, who knows? But I just want to know where her family is, because they need to pitch in and help her. This poor thing, and so on. I mean, I don't know her personally. I can't say whether or not she's a good person or not, but that's some horrible thing, because the thing is, I'm more concerned with their child, because that poor baby has the fact that the sperm donor, I'm not calling that piece of shit, his father, is gone. I mean, for good. I mean, he's with hell. It's in hell with other demons where he deserves to be. But to actually have to the mother, because even the child has to look at the mother and see how mutilated and disfigured she looks, and even that must be hard for that poor child to see his poor mother like that. So the prayers especially go to that child, because I know that there are a lot of situations between men and women. They don't always end good, but when you have children, it's always best to resolve the situation as peaceful, as amicable as possible. Because when a fuck shit like this happens, my prayers and sympathies more to the child, because that poor child is also forever scarred. Even though he's not physically scarred like his mom, he's emotionally scarred after losing one parent, well, so-called parent, and having the other parent have looked so physically messed up. All right, but what I hope it happens is that some women, some people can get a GoFundMe page so she can save to get surgery, because she doesn't deserve to live her life like that. She's a really young girl. Like, she doesn't deserve to like have her life like that, especially she has a child. And hopefully her family members or friends can pitch in and help her and so on, because that's just horrible and so on. But again, the only good thing that came out is that the sperm donor who did this, he did the right thing and took himself off the mortal coil. So he made the world a better place. So that much we can be thankful for. But think for those, if those want to help her, the number is 876-213-7033. So that's 876-213-7033. So let's try and help this woman, because that was horrible what happened to her. So this is for State of Jamaica and the Caribbean. Check my YouTube pages. YouTube pages Miles Gussenfern and Miles Productions. Okay. Oh, sorry. One other thing I want to add. Sorry, I did before I cut this. The thing was just said that she doesn't want to be in a relationship with a man again. I don't want her to form this notion that all men are like that piece of shit. Yeah, you're hearing a lot of cases in men in Jamaica or even worldwide who are these sick monsters who hurt women like this, like and so on. And I don't speak for those men, but the thing is, what I don't want to do is I don't want her to like think that all men are like this. Me, it's hard for her to get a relationship anytime soon because of what happened to her, because it's so horrific. But the thing is that not all men are like this. Because I even saw this one fool in the comment section say, "Oh, men are evil" and so on. And so her son is male. He's going to grow up to be a man at some point. Does he have to pay for the sins of the father? I think not. And is a man who have to bring her into this world? Does her father? I mean, I don't know if her father is what kind of person father is. All right, I'm not going to assume that he's this or that, but the man brought it to the world. And the thing is that you have to understand, when even they have monsters who do this stuff, there are men, there are good men who will defend these women or whatever. Because remember, even some of those cases where these demon males had to kill these women for whatever reason. Usually, when you hear a case of jungle justice where that man gets litten up and gets killed, beaten to death, or chopped to death, or he's taken out of life, a lot of the people who are putting in that work are men. 'Cause a lot of those mobs are those people who are beating or chopping that person to death. Those are men, other men. Because even other men who are real men who don't go for that fuck shit, they will rise and defend women. All right, because there are a lot of men out there who appreciate, respect women, and are not like that monster. So I don't want to hope that this woman doesn't think that, oh, I can't be a relationship with man. And yeah, I'm not going to say, oh, she should be a lesbian or something, because she should also know that there are some lesbians who are just as violent, abusive as some of these men. I'm not saying all, but that's not something that's talked about. So I don't want to think that, oh, if she's gonna swap men and then think, okay, maybe I'll just go into be into women. I don't want that for her to be a reason to jump the fence that, but I just don't want her to think that all men are like this. Cause as a man, I'm making this recording on her behalf. All right, but I just hope that she heals herself, and hopefully, God willing, she finds a better man, and so on. But that's just one thing I want to point out, though. Like, you're hearing a lot of stories about when men do this fuck shit, but there are also men out there who will stomp a mud hole into bitch made Negroes like this who harm women. And that should always be remembered. All right, so that's what I want to say before I end this record. All right.